Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of the pre-season testing for season 7. I'm your host tonight, called Oliver, and tonight we have my good friend who's actually my first ever, who was the commentator for my first ever commentary appearance on this league, and that is Mr. James Cadwell. Hello Mr. Cadwell.
Hello. Hello.
Well,
Oliver,
welcome to season 7 for day 2. Exciting times.
It is indeed.
Yeah, it is indeed. So tonight, our drivers tonight here in day 2 for pre-season testing. We got Mr. TTG Laser from GP1, Shadow Lancer, who was Shadow Britain, but now he's changed to Shadow Lancer in honor of Mitsubishi. From GP2, he's GP Turda. For GP4 is Shadow Lancer. Luke Bailey, and in McLaren, he was in the Reserve Championship before he moved to GP4. Walker, I haven't seen Walker before, but welcome. Bannister, welcome in the Alpha Tauri. Chain Game, wow, Train Game as most people call him, but I'll call him Chain Game tonight because I'm a nice person. We've got Shoy BG, that's a new person today. He's another newbie. Frog Lover, and of course, who cannot forget the reigning GP4 champion in Senna Martins. He's got to trying to continue his form into F1 2020, so good luck to him. Jans Light, who I know of, who's going to be very quick. Xander for GP3, I believe. I think it's Xander for GP3. Or is it GP4? No, GP4, sorry. He's going to be in the Red Bull. Irish New Potato, he's going to be in the Ferrari. Mike R17 will be in the Racing Point. Chris 1999, he'll be in the Red Bull. Alpha Tauri will be Gogs, or will be, I think, it was a person I knew, who's a Scotsman. Who is our iconic Scotsman? Who's trying to think of his name. He had his name changed. It's one of them. Luke, who is with us as well. Luke W2K assisting, formidable as ever. I'll look at your comments in a second. You pronounced his name James Cadwell, didn't you? You put it as Jadoga Boom, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Boom.
Well, I don't know.
I'll just call it Boom because you know what, it's easier for our eyes. You can't. This is the best bit. You can beat me 68-10. That's one of the best names I've seen all day. And of course we got Mr. Dan Tan with us as well. And of course we got Mr. Dan Tan. I got Cinemas good at it, and Sam Scott. Hello.
Just to say, if you don't know any of the names, Irish New Potato, by the way, was in the reserves last year.
Yeah.
So I was hoping this time to be better than reserves.
To be fair, the new lobby format looks nice. To be fair, so that's all good to see. Hello, Maggie, welcome. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all cracks down here in testing. So what will the guys face going into the new game, and of course going into the new season? Because there's been a few changes to the game from its predecessor. Of course, we've got to talk about the track limits, its corner stringency. Now we've both faced this. It's much more difficult than last season.
Yeah, you're totally right on that one. It is worse than last season. They've made it so if you put like a tiny bit off the circuit, you get a penalty.
So you need to keep 2 wheels on the black stuff, and you can have your 2 wheels on the curb. But it's one of those things you just can't get wrong. To be fair, it's one of those you just can't, because I complained to Desai last night, said can we have the corner stringency down to regular, because it just pissed sorry my language, just literally annoyed me so much of the corner stringency. It's one of the worst corner stringencies ever. It's Just to look at the comments, Jeff Barron says hi, good luck to everyone, and Topic saying hashtag Senator Crash. Well, big statement for Topics. So we're about to get underway now. We've got 19, I believe 19 drivers Did we have 20 in there before, which is weird. 21. I think we got a full block today. Yeah, Lazy Lord's giving the green light for us to get going. So, okay, well, I have to say, when it comes to the other things as well, the cars in this game, you have to admit, they handle a lot more better to its predecessor, and the authentic sounds we're going to be hearing from on board, especially on the downshifts, is going to be brilliant to watch, well, brilliant to listen to. And the cars, I have to say, this year's cars look a lot more better looking than last year.
They do. It's, I don't know, they must put more graphics or something better in, because they look a lot nicer. And of course, as you're saying, the cars sound a lot nicer, and they're easy to and I know I shouldn't be saying this, but they're easier to handle, as you were saying.
They're a lot. I love it.
Yeah.
I literally love it.
The one thing is I've learned is some corners can be a bit twitchy, but other than that, it's pretty smooth and easy to drive on whatever you drive on.
So here we go. We've got to go to the Circuit de Catalunya, or Spain. This is all looking very good to start off pre-season testing. The iconic circuit for pre-season testing, of course. So here we go then. Let's see how we're going to crack on. So let's get. Of course, we've got another 2 days of testing. I'll be in the tomorrow's test actually, which is going to be very exciting. I'm going to get my first hand of pre-season testing, and then after that, we'll have day 4, and then on Sunday will be the official launch of Cod Oliver's Notebook. So be sure to look out for that as well. So you get to hear me doing a notebook, being a very worse version of Ted Kravitz.
Oh, you won't be that bad. You'll be fine.
I wish. So let's see what we're gonna got. We've got lap data, and we've got this. Bang, 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 bosh. And King David has joined us. Hello, King David. I think he's joined us a tiny bit too late, but he could join us for the race. So. Also, I love the firing up of the cars in the game as well. You remember when in the last year it's going to go done, none, but it got. But this one, you actually got, it's like an actual fire up, and you can see Frog Lover 99 got a Williams, and I believe you could probably guess who. Yep, it is Mr. Shallow Lancer has come onto the circuit first.
Indeed, he has.
Living up to his nickname.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting though to see what actually happens. Like, what times everyone's going to set. It'll be fascinating to see.
Exactly. So, Mr. Shadow Lancer, or Tom as everyone calls him, Mr. Everyone's SFR boy, is coming onto the circuit in a ravishing new livery for Williams. I love the new Williams livery, by the way. I really do love the new Williams livery. It's basic, but it's good looking to look at. I'm going to be quiet for a second. Listen to the car sounds. Absolutely beautiful. So, Camwell, please take us a lap through Shadow Lancer's lap, if that's all right.
If you want me to, go on.
Yeah, go for it.
You'll be using HDA with DRS on, and just down here to 101. The Shadow slides to hook the curve, but you don't. I don't know. There's different lines you can take. You can either hook the curve or not. And I don't know what you do, Oliver, but I like to hook the curve, like hit the curve every time I go to the corner. So, as you do, so you go close you can to the curve, and as always, in F1 play, you go close to the curve, then out to the outside curve. Every corner. Nice clip to the curve there. Doesn't touch the curve there, but that is fine. That will give you still plenty of time to go around the circuit. Nice to clip the curve, you both those corners there. That's nice and power. So you'll be looking around 6-7 gear for that corner, and then down here, down the DRS straight now we go. Flat out. Yeah, flat out down there. Then you brake as you first bit of fine lap to get the first time through for us here. Now into the zone where there's a yellow flag out, which I don't know why that is, but now goes into the pretty tight last sector. You don't want to get too much on the curve here because there's a massive big sausage curve and you could break a wing or something. So take each curve, and then out the corner you come, and then he comes across the line to set a.
So got 1 minute 19, 1 minute 19.0 on the medium tyres. So That's all good to hear. So we're looking to see what everyone's pace is like around this around the Spanish circuit. Frog Lover's about to cross the line now, and he started his lap time. So see, TG Laser is gone fastest for 1:14.7, so very good, well to him. And Chris 1999 is in P2. You Could Beat Me is in P3. We just got beaten by, of course, by Mr. Senna Martin. So well done to Senna as well. If you want to come into the comments, guys, please comment as well. If you want to ask us any questions of the test, so please do. Please leave a like and subscribe. Oh, and Chain Game has a little bit of a spin. So we've got Irish New Potato on the now. Like, here comes Jujugi Boom. He goes to P2, 15-1. You can tell by the characteristics of this game as well, of the cars going round. The cars look a lot more attention to detail as well. I think the cars, in my mind, look a bit more officially laser scanned than the other game.
They do indeed, as well, partly because would you remember in lockdown all the drivers came and raced in the F1 2019 game. The co-drivers said as well that they went to Spain, the drivers did, and they said it wasn't like the actual Spain circuit, and told the co-drivers that this kind of is a updated Spain track on this game. It's got like more bumps and stuff like that. The game in real life. Yeah.
So we've got Frog Lover in the B-Class Mercedes Racing Point. I like to call it B-Class Mercedes. I mean, you got to think about Renault as well. The Renault car looks a bit more similar to the Racing Points, well, last year's Merc. I've noticed the teams are all gone for that very squashed nose at the front. It's supposed to give them more air efficiency, which is a bit more interesting to see. So here comes Frog Lover in the Racing Point, with that massive BWT slash across the engine cover. Nice, striking to look at that Racing Point, isn't it?
I love it. I like it.
So Frog Lover coming in with a 50.6.
I'm just gonna ask you, do you like what Renault have done in real life and gone to complain about
Thomas says this, who's the co-commentator when you're on board with a car? He's very, very quiet, can barely hear them over the engine though. That is Mr. Cadwell, if you want to know. Mr. Cadwell has joined me today for pre-season testing. Frog Lover goes into P7.
Keep on second.
I think he's going to turn up his mic up to, hopefully it'll be loud enough. Yeah. With the car launches, James, which one's your favourite livery?
My favourite livery, it's a hard one really, but I've got to say AlphaTauri.
AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri, Tauri, one way or the other.
I think that's just a really nice, like, simple livery, like the black and the white. Just really nice.
To be fair, I like the Haas livery. The Haas livery is pretty much up there as well. I like the Haas livery. It looks very striking to look at. Irish New Potatoes on the lap in the Ferrari. Speaking of Ferrari, hopefully they could do well this season in Season 7 with its drivers, see what they can do. Hopefully they can do better than Charles Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel. So, a New Potato got really wide and hits the track limit. So, unfortunately for him, that's invalidated laps. And here's the AlphaTauri of Bannister on an out lap. So hopefully he will do something. Yeah, I've got a good point there with the AlphaTauri. It's a simple white and looks like a very, very, very dark blue, but it's a simple one, and they've done well with the livery. So at least let's see how they crack on then, Mr. Bannister. Lower your game sounds. I'll do that for you now. Let's have a look.
Mike, this stage where everyone crosses the line and goes fifth. 1:15.693. Very nice back there from Mike.
What are your settings?
We'll go back on. Well, we'll go and have a look at Bannister. Well, I am anyway. It starts on the screen anyway.
Right, changed it down to 6.
I think Bannister looks nice. Looks. Yeah, I just like the design. I think it's a nice AlphaTauri design.
So I changed the game down to 6 master, so it'll be a bit quiet. The game should be a bit more quiet. You can actually hear us much more better. So hopefully that you can hear us much more clearer and better. I'm trying to get used to the new audio system in this as well. We're saying it's much better. That's good. So Bannister now going through the final chicane.
Yep, we can hear me now. It's fine now.
Yeah, that's good. So here goes Bannister towards the finish line in the AlphaTauri, and here he comes to cross the line to go P11. So that's all good for him in the AlphaTauri. Senna Martins is on an outlap. So with Senna Martins, do you think he's going to be a little bit more pressured since he is the reigning world champion, or he's going to go to another season and think, oh, I know, I'm just going to try and do my best like I would last season?
With anyone who won last year, I think there'll be more pressure on them because they are expected to do well this year because they won last year. So I think he'll have a lot of pressure put on his name because everyone wants him to keep going and improve what he did last season. I mean.
So Senna Martins, he had a very, very awesome F1 2019 season. You think about all the races he's won, all the races he's dominated, all the strategy calls he played. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this reigning world GP4 champion will do. It goes 5/10 quicker, and you can tell that Senna hasn't lost his pace at all in the Renault, and you can tell that's Renault really suiting the driving style for him at the moment. He goes into that final sector now, and he goes into the chicane to the last corner, keeps it tight, onto the exit curve tiny bit, through he comes to go into P5, 1:15.5. So good work there for Senna there. So only 2 tenths slower for Dantan, so that's saying something for Senna.
It is indeed. It's saying that I think he's got the pace he took with the GP2 and GP3 lap people this year, so I think he may, if we do have 4 divisions, he'll probably be in one of them.
Topic saying, to be fair, Cadwell, you do sound like you're talking to a sock.
Yeah, fair enough, I agree.
And Alan Clark comes back and says, maybe a sock is the new mask. Goodness me.
A sock is the new mask, fair enough.
So let's have a look at any drivers on a lap. Oh, Luke got a bit wide, going onto the gravel, but all good on his fair part, so all good in his. Look, they're still complete about the game sound. I did turn it down.
Oh, Chain Game has just spun it.
Let's have a look at Chain Game. He said he went for another pirouette. He has in the McLaren. That is a turn, if I can have a look. That is the turn before the long right-hander. That's turn 11, so there's a bit of a disappointment for Chain Game in the papaya orange McLaren. I do like the McLaren this year. The matte finish McLaren, the blue and orange scheme. Do like it. Xander now come towards. Just go towards. Just is on an outlap at the moment. Let's have a look at front lever. Luke's on a lap still in the Haas. So see how well the Haas drivers get crack on of Luke. Let's see how he does. I'd say, to be fair, Luke had a very strong season. Last season, of course. He had a very strong year. It'll be very interesting to see how he cracks on towards this coming part of the season. Here goes Luke now. 1:17.1 puts him into 11th. That's very good, decent lap there for Luke there. Very fair play to him. Let's have a look at one of the new drivers. Let's have a look at Shuaib G. I hope I pronounced the name right.
It is.
But to be fair, the only person in the 1:14.4 is Laser, and I'll tell you now, TTG Laser you're looking at it as a strong figure to whatever division he's in, possibly GP1. So you could talk about TTG Laser. Oh, and he's got a bit of a challenger from. Look at that from Boom. Look at that. Only 4/10 left from TTG. Fair play to him there probably looks like the Alfa Romeo. So well done to Boom there. Very good. Well done to him. Oh, Jan's Light had a bit of a spin in the other Renault. Oh, it's still on the gravel. Very, very unshaky from Jan's Lights. Not having a good time there. And he goes into the pits. So Shadow Alonso in the pitch. Let's have a look at Shuai G again. 2/10 faster than his previous time. So the new features the drivers got today, the new features that the drivers has got is the overtake button, of course. That'll be a massive thing. If you have the overtake button and DRS, of course, you think about that. Having overtake and DRS at the same time, overtakes are going to be a very big thing here in the sport. So overtakes will be a lot more interesting to watch. We've got loads of yellow flags going in the first set, so people just slowing down. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the overtake button then, Cadwell?
It's very overpowered, I would say. It gets you a lot closer to the overcars. I don't think we really need it. I don't think we need it. I think we just.
Oh goodness me! Shuai G went wide. Yeah, carry on.
I'm gonna say this, but I don't think we need it. As Mike just goes up to 4th, 115.2. But yeah, I think it's overrated. I'll say that. There we go.
Overrated and overpowered. That's your thoughts there. So
yeah.
Here's the Irish New Potato in the number 5 Ferrari, representing Sebastian Vettel. Yeah, I've noticed the patch hasn't come in yet for the drivers' numbers to be on the cars. So there's the official numbers of the drivers. So that's fair enough for them. New Potato going through the fast left-hander of right-hander of turn 9, slows down into turn 10. Look how beautifully looked sector 3 now is look on the gate compared to last year's game. So it has definitely been revamped by Codemasters from the driver's vision. So that's all good to see. So right now the only 2 people that's in the 114 moves is Laser and Jaboom. Jaboom. Jajongaboo. I don't know how you say your name. I'm just gonna call you Boom. Where's Dantan? Just coming through the final sector on its out lap. Chris on an out lap. New Potato. Senna's coming out again. Chinke coming out again. Rob Glover just coming into the pits. Where's Shadow? There he is. Oh, Shadow goes very wide. That's an advantage at that time as well for Shadow. He hit the track limits. And it's annoying, to be fair, for the drivers, because you feel like you're on an outlet on a real good run, but then again, when you hit the track limits, especially you only have 2 wheels or 4 wheels off the track, which is fair enough, but just inches over the white line, it just causes a track limit, which is very, very annoying. But it is what it is on this game. They turn the corner stringency up to another level, so it is annoying, which can't be helped. So that's something we have to put up with, to be fair. Here's Jan's Lights in the other Renault. It cracks on. So what can you expect for season 7 ahead then? Now we've got a new owner in Sonic Hawk. We've got new drivers coming in. This could be a very thrilling season 7 in our first year of in our few seasons ahead for F1 2020 up ahead.
It certainly can be bigger and better, as you say. We'd want to say as well. It was really good when Lee was here, but now we're looking forward to saying Sonic Hawk could be the leader. But yeah, it's nice that we've got new drivers in as well. That who wanted to come and race. That's really good as well. But yeah, if you just I'm just going to say Walker is just at 115.555, and he's now up to 7th as well. So.
Wow. So yeah, so we've got 4 drivers in. We've got 3 drivers in actually. Walker has retired from the session, so that's unfortunate for Walker. I think he's pretty much had enough. Yeah, qualifying is now done. 4 drivers. Jan's Light. Holy goodness me, Jan's Lights. Goodness me, a 1:14.7. That is really, really quick for Jan's Lights. He was quiet all throughout the qualifying session, and he puts that out of the bag. Very fair play to him.
By the way, Senna just set the fastest middle sector, but then he validates his lap at the last corner.
Oh my goodness me! Senna Martins went ultimately went round and literally just went into a massive pirouette. His Renault thinks he's in ballerina classes. And in he goes. 4 drivers into the 114s. It's going to be a close race. Can I just say, fair shout out to Boom there. To be that close to Laser Lord. Now think about this. That's a super close times to be fair. And we know how quick Laser is, because he was officially known as Laser Lord. And we both commentated on his races in GP2 and the Prem.
Yeah.
That is competition and a half, isn't it?
It is indeed. And when he was in the Prem, I thought, you know, it's very... The only thing that I think lets him down is his qualifying. Like, he sometimes makes the tiniest mistake, but I think he's rectified that now, made that better, and now he's just stormed away. As you can see on the times there, 0.007 is the gap between him and Boom. So
the only person on the lap now is Frog Lover. So it's going to be interesting to see what Frog Lover does, because he likes this circuit. So hopefully he can improve something. He's got traffic in front of him. That's not good news. That's Laser up ahead. Oh, and smack into the back of the racing point. That's his lap done. He had traffic, and that's the worst thing you want, really. And yeah, Frog Lover retired from the session. That is gutting, to be fair, but unfortunately can't be helped. So that's it, qualifying done. So Senna Martins in P9. I would have thought he would have gone further up than that, but of course, since his preseason. Yeah, I know. I could tell I'm Laser Lord. I know. You could tell the AI took over, because you all took in the same line as when the game took over. So we're going to find out and wait, see how the race plans out. I know, I find... never mind. So, look, can I just say, 7,000s. Laser Lord's got a bit of a challenge from Boom. Very, very close. So we've got Laser, Boom, Lights, Danta, Mike, Chris, New Potato, Walker, Senna, Luke Bailey, Xander, Chengame, Wow, Frog Lover, You Could Beat Me, Shirai B, Luke, Bannister, Shadow, and Gogs. So,
who do you think then is going to do it in this race now?
Well, I'm looking forward to see how the top 4 gets on with Dantan, Lights, and Boom and Laser. It's going to be interesting to see, but especially Boom as well, because he's one of the newbies in this race. So this is going to be very interesting to see how Laser Lord copes with him. And I think Laser Lord does need a challenge. And you did mention something about Laser Lord's qualifying. Laser Lord's qualifying was a bit of a struggle, but it looks like Laser Lord, well, TTG Laser now they call him, has sorted it out. He's literally on the pace now in the new cars.
Yeah, he must have put a lot of practice in coming into this pre-season and this season coming up. So he must have done, because like as you say, last season he was there or thereabouts in qualifying, but he just wouldn't get that like last lap to maybe put him like in the top 5 or 4.
Yeah.
But now it's just like I think it's a different person kind of thing. He's worked on it, and now he's up there in P1. So
I'd like to see Boom in GP1 as well. I'd like to see how he does as well. I think Dantan and especially Jan's Lights as well. I'd like to see them in GP1. But of course, this is pre-season testing. This is why we have pre-season testing, is to sort out the drivers, to sort out the pace of everyone else. So here we go. This is the formation lap. And to say, it's interesting how the drivers will do in a full race situation for this circuit.
It's very surprising as well when you look at the tyres everyone's going for. Everyone except Chain Game, Frog Lover, You Can Beat Me, Luke W, Dog, are all going for the hot medium tyres. Everyone else is going for softs.
Of course, this is a 25% race, so the guys from 11th down to 20th can pick an entire strand. But me, I would have gone the mediums, go long, and then sprint out to the end of the race. This is a new feature to the game, the predicted pit stop strategy. That's a new feature to the game, which I really do like. Really good to see. You see the predictions. The tyres will go around that area of the lap. So that's a good feature that Codemasters put that in for spectator mode. So us commentators can know how long they go. Very nice feature. Very, very nice feature. So TTG Laser rounding the corner, looking very poised. How he's going to keep out Boom and Light to Dantan, and possibly Mike as well. Now King David, was he GP2? Was he Prem? I've seen that name before. There's a particular pit stop strategy. Sorry, 6. Oh, Gogs is disqualified. He just hit someone. 6 to 8 laps is the. Oh goodness me! People bumping into each other, which is not good to see. Mike has gotten into that as well. That's been unfortunate. Oh, it's a bit of a calamity. He's gone into that. That was a bit of a yeah. You were saying, sorry.
Yeah, he was GP2 last year for part of it.
Ah, right. So, all the cars are lining up. Laser is put his Mercedes in P1, followed by Boom, Lights and Dantan. Mike, Chris, Potato, Walker, Senna and Luke. That's your top 10. Xander, Chain Game World, Lover, You Can Beat Me, Shuaib G, Luke, Bannister, Shadow, Gogs and David. Are you ready to go? We are ready to go for the start of this Grand Prix. To 5 red lights. Lights out and off we go, and it's a good start from, look at this, the Renault of Jan's Lights. Look at that great start. Boom gets a launcher of a start. Look at this from Jan's Lights as well, going to P2. Laser had a terrible start. Very good one. And Laser go around the outside of the both cars, and they got that 2. Wow, and Jan's Lights and Laser collected each other, and Laser's gone down the field into P7, and Boom and the Alfa Romeo has gone into P1, followed by Dantan and Chris. There's a lot of cars going into the right hand corner of it's a Red Bull. That is Xander. Xander's gone round. He'll go into the back of the pile, which is unfortunate. And there's a McLaren as well. That is Chain Game into the gravel, and that's bad news for Chain Game. Predicted pit stop strategy. The softs will last 6 laps. The mediums will last. The mediums and the hards will go up to 10 to 16. So that's a predicted pit stop strategy. Jan's Lights going into P6. And that's very wide. That's a racing point of Mike. That's gone very wrong for him. Side by side goes Luke Bailey and Irish Noob Potato. And Irish Noob Potato still stays ahead. Walker in the Mercedes. Can he get past the McLaren of Luke Bailey? Frantic start at the moment, Cadwell.
It is indeed, and I'm just looking now back at the order, and there's a massive scrap down here, so it is a massive train of cars, all the way from, I think it's 9, all the way down to about 17, I think it is, the scrap at the moment.
I don't know why the DRS has already been enabled, because you can't even reach lap 2 yet. That's really strange, but I can't argue with the game, but a bit weird. So we've got.
We're lap 3 right now, so.
I'm on lap 3 as well, which is a bit odd, but the game is obviously being a bit of a pain at the moment. It's saying Shadows in P1 at the moment, which is obviously straight. The game right now is not being fair, let's say in the least.
No, it's not. Yeah, it says Gogs is P1 now. Oh, Mike fell.
Oh, good. Yes, to clarify, Georgia Boom is in P1. Maggi has said, Candwell is getting quieter. Does he have his mic above his head or something?
No, I'm not. I'm just being a bit quiet. I don't know why, but I'm being quiet. I'm sorry.
Right, so Dantan 3 tenths behind Georgia Boom with Chris in P3. We've got Laser, who's kind of a bit of a poor start, but he's going to work up his way up the field. Jan's Lights as well, he had a bit of a poor start, but now he's in P5. Chris is one of the big jumpers, goes into P3. Boom hits the fastest lap with a 1:17.5. They got Laser and Chris coming about to go to war. Laser goes down towards the inside, goes wide to get more purchase, and Senna Martins goes into the pits. The GP4 champion is in the pits to switch on to what looks like it's going to be the hard tyres. Frog Lovers gets a free ticket penalty for multiple warnings. Shadow Lancer is all over the back of Frog Lover. He's got his the Haas driver of Luke behind him, so the GP4 drivers are having a bit of a go at him. So right now, and Tom goes very wide, and we got and look at this locker from the Ferrari, and let's go an opportunity, almost touching the mother touch, but that's still good driving for Frog Lover. And Shirai G going down the inside. That's not the good overtaking there, but it's all good now. It's all safe. Big train of cars behind Frog Lover.
There is indeed lots of cars behind there. Here goes Ben, here we go, there's Luke. Let's see what Luke can do. Is he going to make it through, Luke?
And the McLaren driver, that's not very sensible driving. Oh my goodness me, that was the McLaren driver, but looks like his chain game, and he put a little opportunistic move down the inside, which in my opinion, I don't think that's one of the ways to go around things, but there you go. I put the timer off because that was really annoying. So Walker, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We've got Laser goes into third place. He's just overtaken Chris there. So Laser climbing back on the field as ever. So now we're going to see why this train of cars are going to. King David is on the back of Chain Game. Chain Game trying to get past Luke, but Luke's staying as he is. Tom trying to catch down to You Can Beat Me. Can he actually beat him? I don't know. Maybe it's this way his name goes. So the race is finally starting to calm down, and the guys are trying to get to their rhythm of the race after a very frantic start, and the game looks like it's fixed itself. With Spain, it looks like going to be one of those circuits you need to find lots of rhythm and try and stay off the what you can tell by Keith Davis' example, the track limits as well. I have to admit, very frantic start.
It has been indeed. It's been a very frantic start to race. But yeah, still all really. But it's just Frog Lover, I think, keeping all that still behind them. Really, it's keeping Luke and that behind. But Laser's in the pit. Laser's in the pit. So let's have a look how Laser cracks on. Well, Cadwell's going to look at looking down the field, see if there's anything that needs to be looking at. So Laser out. We can see that's a Red Bull. That is a Red Bull of Xander coming towards the back of looks like Shadow Lancer. Side by side they go. And from Xander using his overtake button and the DRS, he flies into P12. That's the example of the overtake and DRS button working its magic against the Williams of Shadow Lancer. So now Dan Tan comes towards the back of Jaboom now, but yes, you're going to say something? No, I was just about to say, down the start line straight a second ago, Chris, King David was just about to get past Chain Game, so...
And he has got the move stick as well.
Can he do it now, King David? Can he get past Chain Game down this tiny little straight? Because I don't know why they have DRS on this straight, but they do.
It was the only opportunity, well, the only other straight there is to have the second DRS straight, but yeah, it's a very short straight, so Laser has gone into P14 as overtaken Shirai G. See how Luke W2K16 will crack on. Drivers on soft tyres are pitting now. Jan's Lights takes the lead. Jaboom's in the pits. Dantant is in the pit. Where is Laser going to be fitting when all this comes round? Luke, look at the speed of the Alfa Romeo. That's the overtake button, and the DRS doing his magic and flies into P4. Well, P3, and that is Luke going into P3. Very well worked there from the Haas driver. But you are right before that. Oh, that's what we're saying. This drive it looks like no, that's a Haas driver. You could be me going a massive spin and turn 3. Very odd place to spin, but that's really unfortunate.
Here's a side by side. They go to Red Bulls, and Chris has just got past Lambert.
Just please be sensible, guys. That's all I can say. Please be sensible when you're overtaking. Senna is in the pits again, probably to fit on those hard tyres. Not a great day in the office for Senna, to be fair. Jans Light is in the pits now.
Interesting to see what he goes on to.
It most likely to be the mediums.
Have a look, and yep, it's the medium tyre.
Yep, and in he goes. Jans Light is coming out of the pits any second, so where's Jans Light going to feel this? It's going to be P6, P7, P8. It's going down the order for Jans Light. But Irish New Potato is in P1. He's not stopped yet, so expecting to go into the pits very, very soon. So let's see how all these drivers will fit through this lot. Jagar Boom, who was leading this race, is in P4, who has stopped for medians, followed by Chain Game, who has stopped as well, followed by Dan Tan. Where is Laser? Laser is in P9, behind Shadow. And let's have a look where these two come around. As you can see, side by side between the two. Tom's trying to give him loads of room as he can, but the quality of Laser swoops around the outside with a nice majestic move to take Tom down to P9.
Here he goes, and down the inside goes Boom on Frog Lover for P4.
Frog Lover holds him off, didn't he?
Yeah, he dropped him off. I think Gonzalez and Potato, as you said, if you were saying 6 to 7 laps, I said if you started on the hard, you would come in for pit stop. So they were saying,
yeah. So Jans Lights get a 3-second penalty. And you can see, oh, look at this. That is Boom right round the outside. And this is going to end in tears if these drivers will not be careful. Frog Lover defending for his Chain Game. Chain Game is trying to do his best to get past it, but Chain Game stays where he is in P4. Now he's going to get a better run than Frog Lover because he's going to get a different line than he is. This is a great move from Frog Lover. Frog Lover tries to hold him off. That is very, very audacious move going around the outside. Can Chain Game can get through? They're pushing themselves wide. Look at Danta sneaking in. Danta sneaking in on the both of them. Danta goes into P3, but Frog Lover holds him off still. But Dantan is still holding on. What a move from Dantan. Goes into P3. We're taking 2 cars at once. And that's a massive smash up, and that's Chris going into the barriers. Oh, what a shame for him. What a shame. All ended tears for Chris. That's a lot of front wing, that is. Very bad luck.
It is indeed, but what a move. They've got a good credit to Dan there for a great move.
Oh, very audacious. Look at this battle behind Luke. This is amazing to watch. And Boom is coming towards Dantan's car now. DRS is open. Overtake move is initiated. Look at the speed the car is getting. Can he go? Oh, this is going to be audacious. Going around the outside. Please don't touch you two. They don't. Oh, what a move from Boom that was. Boom is, you like it? Boom, he goes through, and Boom goes to P1. How late was Boom on the brakes? Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was very late on the brakes. I always say this, but I'm not a very good driver, but I'm just always say it's very hard to get around corner 1 or 2 to overtake anyone, so...
You're not wrong. So Dantan now, he's coming towards the back of Luke's car. Let's see how he cracks on. Goes down the back straight towards turn 10. He's going to close down the gap, not using his overtake mode. He's got to save it for the main straight. You can tell Luke is now suffering from tyre wear, so this is where the newer tyre wear runners is going to be coming into effect, and Dantan wants to get past Luke as soon as possible so he can actually catch down Jog Boom, who's already stopped and getting away. Can Dantan make the move stick? But it looks like an easy opportunity, to be fair, Cadwell.
It does indeed. I think here we go then. I think Danton's got this one. Let's see if he has.
Overtake mode's on. DRS flies through. P2's his. There you go. Easy as you like. Like taking candy from a baby.
And just to say as well, Laser got straight past Frog as well on the start line, so...
He's the next. He's trying to catch down Chain Game. Luke Bailey and You Can Beat Me side by side. Going through.
And by the way, just to say, Senna has just got past to go into 18th.
That's good work for Senna.
Bannister there we have.
Dantan, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that's not good news for his part. As he's trying to catch down Chain Game is now in the clutches of Laser, who's got probably red mist in his eyes after that start. But now he is coming on the prowl for the Chaser Chain Game. Walker 3 seconds, but we're focusing on this slot. Let's see how Laser Lord catch down with Chain Game. Luke's definitely taking as well. We'll stay on board with Laser, and Luke goes into the pit. So Chain Game is going to be problems. He's going to get DRS, but so does. But you have no one to slipstream with. But Laser does. Flies down towards the back, down the main straight. This is going to be a bit more tricky because he's got DRS on him. While Laser on the brakes, he gets very late. What a move that is from Laser. Goes into P3. Oh, and lights a new potato side by side going through turn 3. Side by side they go. Oh, so close. Good work for New Potato.
Indeed, it is really close there for them. I was down the top line straight, we just say it now. Golf is going to be taken by Chris, so Chris up to P15 now. Another move there. We're going to spin her in sector 1, yellow flag. I'll say what
that is. That is Gogs.
Yep.
And Shripe G goes past him into P16. And Walker retires. Walker's out, and that he's on the back straight as well. He hits the wall and look at that, bang! Oh no! Walker, that is a shame. He must have lost in turn 9 and smashed into the wall. One of the easy mistakes to do, to be fair. It's a very hard corner to get it right, and when you get it wrong, yeah, that's his stricken Mercedes into the wall. And you can see Chris goes down the inside of Tom. Tom switches back on Chris, and Chris covers off the racing line to block off Tom. Let's go back to Jan's Light and the New Potato. Let's see how Jan's Lights can do. Oh, onto the grass. That's dire, do Jan's Lights. So
one thing quickly I've got to notice is that Laser Lord is catching. He was like 3 points something behind. He's now 2.8 behind. So
yes, I have noticed that. But Laser Lord is massively gaining on Dantan, and Dantan is keeping tracks with Boom, but Boom is being an audacious driver, keeping to his limits and keeping it consistent to keep it his Alfa Romeo on the track. Let's see how Giannis likes to do one with King David. Well, not King David, sorry, an Irish New Potato. Oh, and New Potato lost the back end, and that means Giannis Light's going to have a massive opportunity to gain on it now. New Potato trying to bring the slipstream. Here comes Jan's Light round the outside towards turn 1, and the job is done. Go up in Jan's Lights.
So what Luke can do now, Luke is W, because we've got 2 Lukes in this race. And we get past King David here, which is a great run down the front and straight to him. And he's weaved past King David. Into P7 he goes.
That is moved done for Luke, so good with him. So really, I've noticed something, and the brakes in this game have really much improved, so the drivers can be even more later on the brakes than ever. So be ready for a load of dive bombs going into throughout the season, because there'll be a lot of them.
Will indeed.
So going towards the final stages of this first half of the pre-season testing here in Spain. As the new potato still trying to catch down to Jan's Lights after overtaking on him. Frog Lover gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. His chain gang wow towards the inside of King David's car. Played safe. Gogs is retired from the session. Retired in the pits. It's a very sensible on his part. And look at this. That is the Irish New Potato coming towards Jan's Light. So Jan's Light has not got rid of Irish New Potato just yet. The New Potato is coming towards him again. And to be fair, Cadwell, Laser has not caught up as much now to Dan Tan as he previously thought.
No, he hasn't. This is a big change. So I thought he would close him more, but he has actually. Look, you can see now the gap has come down even more now. It was 2.6 a second ago. It's now 2.2. So Dan Tan made a little mistake, but yeah, it's not really going down as much as it should be going down. Just to say, Chain Game has just got past King David.
He has indeed. Yeah, Bannister has left the session. So we got
spinning. Irish New Potato spinning.
Oh dear. He was catching down Jan's Lights as well.
He was.
He was really catching down Jan's Lights. Where is... And he's lost his front part of his front wing. That's disappointing. And that'll be New Potato going down the order. And you can tell he's struggling with understeer. And you can see Lou Bailey and all the other cars are now going to be with tasting their lips. Yeah, that's understeer problems. The New Potato has to come into the pits for a new ring, for a brand new wing. So that means that'll be a real shame for the New Potato. In he goes as well. So Chain Gang, can he close that to Luke? Let's see and wait and see. .4 gap between Boomin and Dan Tan. So really, those two will not be. Shoaib G. Yeah, exactly. I just noticed. I just saw on the minimap actually. I saw Shoaib G got into the wall before turn. What looks like turn 6. So it's a bit of a shame. Oh, very wide goes King David.
Oh,
very wide.
And he nearly clipped. Sorry to say, Xander spun it. So I'll tell everyone what happened because you probably didn't see it on the stream. Going out of corner 1 and 2 into corner 3, Xander was side by side with Frog Lover, and then Xander goes a little bit wide because he was on the outside line and clipped it and spun it and nearly hit his teammate for tonight, Chris.
Wow. Xander goes back onto the track as well, so that's a bit of a disappointing race for him. Where out is Train Game and Luke coming on. Let's see how they're getting on. The gap is extending between Dan Tan and Laser now. It's around 2.8, 2.9 seconds. So a bit of a disappointment there for Laser. So let's have a look at Chain Game going towards the back of Luke's car. Here he comes in the papaya orange McLaren. Very late on the brakes. Do not touch, you two. Great awareness for Luke. Let's keep on with him. Great driving from the both cars. And great move from Chain Game. McLaren's 5 and 6. So now we're going to see if Luke can respond to that and see how he does. So, and here's Jajone Boom. I'll tell you now, Caldwell, performs like that, he'll be a very strong contender for what looks like to be GP1 for him this season.
Yeah, it does look very quick right now, and it's surprising. But you can see now, look at Dan Tan. He is closing, but not by enough.
Now Dan Tan, he was GP2 last season, and we all knew that because he had a great battle in GP2 with James Braden.
He did. Yeah.
But with his performances now, you have to admit, he's looking a lot more better and looks far more improved in this season's game than he was for last season.
Yep. Well, here comes Chain Game then. Can he get past Luke down the start line straight? His teammate for tonight. Let's see if he can.
The McLaren's side by side. Oh, the Red Bull just coming out. I think that's the return car of Xander, I believe. Or is that Chris, I wonder? Is it Chris? No. It was a retired Red Bull. So, very good work from the two cars of Luke and Chain Game. So very good work from the two. As we come on to the last lap, Johnny Boom coming towards the final stages, and this driver looks like he's in fine form going into the season. Johnny Boom goes through the final chicane towards the finish line. Johnny Boom will win the Spanish Grand Prix, the first part of pre-season testing, and bang, wins the race by a good margin. Laser gets P2 from Dan Tan's penalty, so good comeback from him. Jan's Lights coming through to take P4. He'll be quite pleased with that after the start. Chain Game and Luke Bader and the other Luke W2K16, he's got to try and present with a bit of an opportunity. Frog Lover gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So let's see how these two drivers, all these drivers shape up. Here they come. Chain Game Wow finishes the race, followed by Luke. And there you go. The race as they start to get sorted. The McLaren's 5 and 6. King David gets P7. Luke will get P8. Chris will get P9. Here he comes. Bang. There he is. Frog Lover gets P9 from the penalties. New Potato Irish New Potato gets P9. Goodness. Here's Shadow Britain. Tom gets P10. His first points in pre-season. He'll be quite happy with that. As well, here's Senna. Finishes. Look at that. So very decent for a first race, especially for the first lap.
And there you go, King David on the Game Gets driver of the day.
Well done to King David.
Yeah. Probably the car then that made the most gains in the race.
But there you go, Johnny Boom. Well done to him for getting first place for the first part of pre-season testing. Well done to him. So I'll tell you now, this is going to be looking very interesting. We go to Britain for the second part of pre-season testing. As you can see, the result is Johnny Boo gets first place, followed by Laser, Dan Tanyan's Lights, fifth place goes to Luke Bailey, Chain Game Rock gets P6, Keith David P7, Luke in P8, New Potato P9, Shadow in P10, Frog in P11, P12 is Chris, and P13 goes to Senna, and P40 goes to You Can Beat Me. The Senna gets P15, and the retired runners are Shirai B, Bannister, Goggs, Walker, and Mike. So from that pre-season testing, Cadwell, we have figured out a lot of things. The top four all look like the GP4 drivers, and the others behind them, they got some potential as well to be in the other divisions.
They do indeed. Like when you look at like Luke and a couple of others who we're fighting with, like I do believe they can be like Chain Game as well. GP2 pace, I think they are. Into this one, and then you look at a few others down the back of the field. When you look at them, they're kind of GP3, GP2, GP3, GP4 pace. So yeah, lots of potential, as you say, for this one. And here we go then into the about to start. In a minute, we will.
We're going to take a bit. We're going to take a bit of a break. So we're going to talk about a few things. So, your thoughts on that race, Cadwell? Frantic start, I must admit.
A very frantic start that one, but I've got to say, well done to Boom. Controlled it from when he got to the lead, and ever since then just stuck it out and won that race cleanly and comfortably early in that one. And
we have learnt a few things as well with the sorry, yeah, you carry on, Leon, I'll finish my sentence.
No, I was done, so you carry on.
Oh, okay, then, we have noticed a few things as well. So the drivers can brake a lot more later in this game, like I said before. So the drivers can brake a lot more later, so overtakes are going to be a bit more dramatic as they're going to be racing in the season as we're getting towards Australia. So we have learnt a few things, that the brakes so you can go later on, and we all notice the overtaking system are going to be a lot more overtakes than usual. So really we're going to have a load of features to this game that we will see. So tomorrow I'll be racing tomorrow in the other pre-season in day 3. I got a comment in, let's have a look. What looks like that is Sam Scott, amazing race. I can't agree with you more. So yeah, tomorrow will be day 3, which I'll be taking part in day 3. So be sure to keep an eye on me, and of course our commentators. We never know our commentators. It's a random lottery draw. That's what I say in the least. So,
Yep.
so you never know. You could be hosting it. To be fair, Cab, I imagine that. So.
Could do if you want.
So then we got day 4, and then on Sunday will be a preview on of the Australian Grand Prix. We'll be reviewing the pre-season tests in Ollie's notebook, so be sure to tune in for that. And on Monday is where it all kicks off in Australia. I can't believe we're so close to the new season. It'll be very exciting to see.
Yeah.
And of course on Sunday as well, I'll be announcing the driver lineups as well, so that'll be exciting to watch as well. So be sure to check that one out as well. That's on Sunday as well. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, Fog just said in the comments, I accidentally put on my Austria setup on by mistake.
He did well though with his Austria setup, to be fair, so you can't go wrong with that.
And then Jeff goes, is it Hugh Boo? So he did it again. This man is not normal.
This man is not normal. Well, I can say the same about Senna, but we just found out he is human, so you can't lie with that. But we're going to see how all the drivers crack on in Britain. Now, we all love Britain. Well, it's a phenomenal circuit. It's one of our favourites, always in the calendar, always a flowing circuit. So we're going to see what the drivers are really like on a real flowing circuit.
We are indeed. It is 18 turns, and of course the fastest lap is by Lewis Hamilton, a 1:27, so 3:69. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. And it's just to get the corners right. I would say that like the game classes it as an easy circuit, right? But generally, like I think it's the hardest part is the first like 4 corners of that circuit is to get them like spot on, and then you've got like a really good lap after that.
Yeah, and to be fair, when it comes to track limits, this is going to be one of the pain in the backsides when it comes to track limits. So expect one of them. What a send in the comments chat.
Let me just listen to it. He just told us how to say the guy's name who won the race. If you want to listen to that.
How do you pronounce it?
Like Hie Horgabor or something.
It's like something you listen to like Harry Potter, innit? It's like one of those Harry Potter spells.
This is what Senna said. I'm gonna play it now.
Yeah, Horgabor.
Yeah, Horgaboom. Yeah, Horgaboom. Alright, I got you now.
Yep. So there you go.
I got you.
So yeah. But it's going to be interesting though to see what everyone else can do though, because maybe not everyone's good at, say, Spain, but people are really good at, say, Silverstone.
I love this for Luca S66. So listen to this. Die commentators hebben precies. Then he goes into like very, very weird language. It's like this. The versie Riati Pidgin debut if in Mali. I don't know how you pronounce that. Can you translate that to English? That'd be great. This English here, Luca. I love that. Senna and Luca having a bit of a banter in the chat.
If we could copy that and then I'll tell you what it said, but sadly I can't. And then Maggie puts English, please.
I love it. I love the community here in Speed Force Racing. The community and the banter. We do have fights here and there, but mostly it's a very friendly community. As the driver's just commentating away. is Hydri Hogibum. Yes, we all know how to say a name.
Dutch. Okay.
Oh, it's Dutch. There you go then.
But yeah, it should all be exciting for this one. I'm looking forward to see the midfield. What kind of form Chain Game, King David, Luke, Irish New Potato, and all of them lot can do again.
Oh yeah, definitely. And with Hugh Hoggyboom, if you want to call him, oh goodness sake, Rock Lover. We're going to see interesting how Hoggyboom gets on with Laser and Jans. Well, Jans Leiter's left now, so he's gone now. Dan Tan as well. See how these three drivers will crack on.
Good grief. After Frog says that, Maggie puts good grief.
Yeah, can you pronounce that one, Cadwell?
No. I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, I'll translate it saying, "Oh, we are the best commentators ever." That's how it's pronounced. Laser says, "Someone spun me."
Nope, and then he put something else in a different language, and then Frog put yes. Okay.
Commentator, can you say this? Hotted. Okay, I'll try and say this. I'll try. He says this. Hotted Tottenton Rent Tun Spelling. Tenton Stelling in it?
Tun Stelling.
Hotted Tottenton Tun Stelling. You want to call it? I think that's how you pronounce it.
And then he puts laughing faces. That's Geordie. Anyway,
That's Geordie. We're about to get underway now, so longest Dutch word. Never knew that. Mine says community. Have you got this, James? I got communicate with online services.
No, I haven't got that. I'm about to load in.
There we go.
Don't give up the day job, guys. Fair enough.
Thank you, Madge.
Nice to have everyone here commenting on me. No.
Just waiting now to see how this all cracks on.
If the session's like broken, then
no, we're not broken. We're going in. That's good.
please wait.
Please rain. Please rain. That'd be great. Please like rain. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real damn shame.
Well, it is, yeah. Who will be first out then?
Jim Brown says, ha ha ha, how that, well that you even try it. Well, I might as well give it a go. Where is Mr. Shadow? Where is Mr. Shadow? Shadow hasn't come out yet. Oh dear. Tom has lost his streak already. I'm very sorry about that, Tom. You haven't come out first. That is the racing point, I believe. It's Frog Lover, and he has spun already. So well done to Frog Lover. Our first spin at Silverstone. Well done to you, Frog Lover. You got the award of your first spin. So Luke is our first. It's going to be our first clean driver coming out of the garages. In the Haas.
Indeed.
So the times we're expecting, I believe, will be it'll be around the 126s, 125s. I would say around the circuit.
I will have a look.
Please do.
I'll look at last season's Britain for you.
Thank you very much. As we have a look at Luke, go towards the Magnussen Becker section on his outlap. So Luke, very successful drive in GP4 last season. He's going to be driving for us this season as well.
Well, in GP2, last season. The pole time was a 1:26.474.
So yeah, we're looking around 126s or 125s for this one. So here goes Lou now starting in the Haas. Head towards turn 1, flat out. Oh, and loosen the back end. That's another new feature to the game as well. When it comes to turn 1, James, they've really toughened up turn 1 by making the cars a bit more oversteery going through there.
Okay.
They have, because I even tried it myself. Yeah. You can go flat out, but it's very hard to do so. As it comes towards Brooklands and Lovefield.
Ooh. He loses it a little bit there as well.
Nice exit out of Lovefield. Fly down towards Woodcote, round there. Now towards the iconic Cops Corner. This was turn 1 back in the day. Not anymore. Took around there in 7th, interestingly enough. Here comes Luke, going into Magnus and Beckett. Absolute wonderful section of corners. Luke now flies down the back straight. This is where the other DRS zone is going to be. Towards Stowe Corner. Tightens up in the exit. Let the car run out. Duttle's Club and Vale. Difficult chicane. Onto the curb. Clips that. So 127.1. So right now it's a banker lap. It's Shojogi. I'll try and pronounce his name. Shojogi Boom. Who's invalidated this lap, which is a bit of a shame. Where is Shadow? He's in P15, about to finish off his lap. Luke Bailey, 125.9, which is a lot more quicker. Senna Martins, 125.5. He's gone even quicker. Here comes Shadow with a 127.26.8, so he goes into P3. And that's smashed by King David, 125.9. Senna, I have to say, Caldwell, it looks a lot more better for Senna.
It doesn't. He's now pole with this time. Very quick time actually from Senna there as he goes off the circuit now. He's waiting, letting a few cars pass. But yeah, it's a very good time. But we're just waiting, I think, for the faster ones who are further down the order to come out and see their times. We've got.
As far as I've seen, all the other drivers are on an out lap.
Dantan crosses the line and goes for it. Ross goes Dantan then on his flying lap. Let's see what he can do.
Going on to the beautiful Williams.
Yeah, he'll probably set pole this time.
Very wide going through that part of the corner. Oh, very close not to getting the advantage of that there. He's backed off. He's backed off his lap. So that's a bit of a shame for Dantan, but can't be helped. New Potatoes on the lap though. Let's see how he does through Cops. Let's give us a listen. Oh, beautifully done for New Potato there. Was he pinned to the floor through Cops? Be impressive if he did. So let's have a look how New Potato crashed off. Beautifully done for Magnus and Beckett. This looks incredibly quick. Goes into a 1 minute 2.3 through the second sector. He's coming towards Stone now. I tell you what, Carol, Irish New Potato is in fine form. Into the chicane. Bang, bang, into the final corner now. New Potato looks very, very quick, and he does for 129 with a 125.9. So around the same time as Lou Bailey. Shirai G is now hit the track. Yeah, you were saying something?
I'm just saying Walker's just started his lap, so.
Yes, indeed.
Have his mic, Walker on mic out. Let's see what they can do. Pretty much every driver in this session opting for the soft tyre here.
It's not really an aggressive track when it comes to the soft tyres, so. Oh, and Walker, very out of shape, going out of left field. Goes into Stone now. Keeps in 8th gear. So they have reformed Cops a bit. You can take that in 8th gear. drivers have proven that to you. Oh, very characteristic Magnus there from Walker. It is Laser about to start his lap now. And the other Merc. It'll be interesting to see how he cracks on. So you got Chain Game in front of him. Beautifully done through these section of corners. Out he comes through the left-hander. Hits DRS. Flies down the Wellington straight. Past the Brooklands building. Into Brooklands corner. Then he's good to hit Lutfield. Nice and tight. Purple first sector for Laser. Flies down the old main straight through Woodcote towards Cops corner, which was turn 1. But it's not anymore. Very, very quick through front Laser there. Very nicely neat and tidy from him. Laser now hits in towards Magnus Beckett. Lovely done for Laser. Flies through, but it's looking very quick from the Mercedes driver. The Mercedes driver goes into a purple second centre. It's very, very good from him. It's a 1:1 through the second centre as he flies down the hangar straight. Goes into Stowe corner now. Laser now looking very, very strong as he heads in towards Abbey. No, sorry, Club and Vale corners as he heads towards the final corner. This is a very strong lap from Laser. It is a strong lap. It's a 1:24.3. Very, very strong lap from Laser. Let's see how Senna will respond. Senna now through Abbey, through the long left-hander.
Just to say, Boo is coming to the line.
And he does a 1:25.1. So very good back from Shishoshi Boom. I was really trying to pronounce his name, I'm sorry. So 32 fans slower is Senna than his previous time. Oh, and Senna goes wide. Senna goes wide and spins. Oh, very lucky not to be cleared by the Alpha Tauri. Very unlucky for Senna. That is a very well bad luck for him.
For him. It's very easy to do that corner. Making a little mistake.
It's very easy to do if you make the car go out wide and hits in the gravel. Yeah. It's one of those where you one of those corners you have to get it right, otherwise your car is going to drift wide and it's going to hit the gravel trap. So yeah, it's one of those. Here's Shadow Lancer. Or Tom. Towards the line. His lap's been looking very decent. Not a quick lap, but he's been looking very decent. Whose lap just went up there? Trying to have a look now. I believe that was Chain Game. It was Chain Game. It's P4 and 5. McLaren looking very decent. Oh shit.
They are indeed. If you're just looking now at Dantan, he heads now into the last section of corners. On a very quick lap here for Dantan. This could be a third position, this could here, or could even be second. Out the last corner now, he comes across the line and puts himself second. 25-0. 25-0. That, by the way, if you want to know, is 6/10 off Laser Lord still.
So what was Hamilton's, like I said before, what was Hamilton's time in the 2019 season in qualifying? Because he did mention about a 1-something. So I guess a 5-second time penalty. Dear. 5-second grid penalty. Yeah, please do, because it'd be interesting to see how close these drivers are. So have a look where all the drivers at. You can beat me, he's there.
Say, last year, pole position was by Bottas, 1:25.093.
And what was that qualifying? Was it?
Yeah, and then in the race, the fastest lap was a 1:27.369.
Laser Lord is faster than Valtteri Bottas. So there you go, there. Well done, Laser Lord. Well, Laser, to be fair. Well done to him.
Yeah, well done.
You're faster than Valtteri Bottas, so well done to him, and Dantan as well. So well done to you lot who is faster than Valtteri Bottas. So well done. So 125.1 from Mike, so he goes into P4. Dantan's coming into the pits. Chain Game is out onto the track as well.
Xander.
Well to lap for Xander. Great lap from Mike there.
Yeah, as you say, people are better at this circuit than Spain, so...
Indeed they are. Luke Bailey starts his lap now in the McLaren. So he cracks on. You had to say, to get the perfect lap in, James, you had to really make the corners your own. To be fair, you had to really get them all on the right to get the perfect lap in. So you could be up there with the likes of Laser Lawn and Dantan, and also your setups as well. Setups is going to be a very intriguing part of the season as well, which it always is.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah, setups are a big part. If you don't really use the setup, then you are going to be underperforming compared to everyone else. So you've got to do that. But yeah, Luke, I'm looking at Luke's lap right now. He's doing very well there. In 8th gear there, he went through the corner there.
Through cops, yeah.
190 miles an hour. 190 he was going through there.
Very, very quick for a man. Look at that purple. It's freaking the laser at the moment. No way. He can't. Luke Bailey can't. He can't do it. There's no way. He was quick in the second sector. Can Luke Bailey be faster than the laser? If this is going to be an astonishing time, I don't know what will. Here goes laser now. Oh, Luke Bailey goes P5. What a lap for Luke Bailey. And Senna's good for another spin.
As he's just waiting now, we are. He's heading into the last section now, he does. Or into the last couple of corners. Does boom or whatever it is across the line. And he starts now his flying lap. Can he beat his 125.1? I'll keep an eye on it. It looks very quick though. He looks good through the first couple of corners. Yeah, very clean through and all that corners, so very clean through there. Let's see what he can do then down the straight, into the corners, very nice clipping the curb to both the curbs. Yep, keeps it very nice indeed down there now. The old start line. And then into top, he's going to come now. What's his speed going to be? Is he going to go flat out? He is. 189 miles an hour. He's going for that corner.
Through Mags and Beckett. Let's just check if he's doing alright. Yep. Goes down to 5th, but only goes down to 140.
My goodness me! Wow.
Unbelievable.
New Potatoes 5 tenths quickest, 5 tenths faster than his previous time. New Potato went purple.
Well, just to say, Walker has just set a second time, a 124.950.
Wow. What Mercedes 1, 2, and here goes New Potato. He'll go P6, but the Mercedes cars are looking nice. And Lazy Lord is now out onto the track to start his final run. Disappointment for the Alpha Man there.
Yeah, do you think Lazy can go quicker?
I think he'll go quicker.
Okay.
I definitely think he'll go quicker.
Okay.
So, final runs. Who is going to get pole? And where all the other drivers going to line up? Now, can I just say, James, that Tom has got a 5-second penalty for a collision with Chain Game, which was completely accidental, but he does get a 5-second grid penalty, which is a bit of a shame. So, you can beat me. It's on lap now. All the other drivers started their lap now. So you can beat me. Wide through that corner there. So he'll try to get some time to make up. Walker has retired. Walker is retired from the session because he looked, for the looks of things, Is he crashed out? He has. Oh my goodness! Walker's out qualifying due to the fact he's crashed into the final part of Agus and Beckett.
Ooh.
What a shame.
What a shame indeed. Laser now crosses the line and starts his next lap. So I'll keep an eye on Laser if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at. I'm gonna have a look at Shadow. Where's Dantan actually? I want to look at where Dantan is. There's Dantan. He started his lap as well. So where's Laser Lord? Where's Laser at the mat? Oh, he's to be fair, Dantan's right behind him. What's that? What's Dantan's time? 26.8. Through the first part of the lap. Mike has retired.
26.7 for Laser Lord it was.
Wow, sweet. Here we go. Now into the second set. There is Laser right there. And here is Dantan as well. This is going to be looking very, very tasty. Where all the drivers, well, these two will be lining up. So we're good. So right now, Calvin's having a look at Laser Lord as he's about to finish his second set. What's his second set going to be? 1015.
A 1010.
Oh, so Laser Lord looking very, very good at the moment. Here comes Dantan now. Can he go faster? Laser Lord looks very, very quick. Bang into these corners now. First part there, second part there. Laser puts another 24.3. Fast lap of the qualifying, and Dantan goes second with a 1:24.7. Beautifully done. And that's it! A massive spin for Xander. He would not be improving at all. Senna is retired. He's not going to do any more, and that will be a real shame. And these drivers are not having a real tough time with this circuit. It's Tom as well. Tom had to slow down because of Xander. He'll not be improving anymore. So here comes You Can Beat Me. He's not invalid to that. That is it for qualifying. Wow.
You Can Beat Me in the pit lane, he goes.
And that's it. Qualifying's done.
But well done to Laser again.
Laser looking very, very good. So we have Mercedes winning to Mercedes, then McLaren, then Alpha for the top 5. Very interesting start to the race here. Drivers had to be careful at the start because turn one's a nightmare and an utter menace. So, I don't know what else to say really, we're just waiting for the qualifying to end. So, the tyres will not be, what a qualifying great lap race, what a qualifying great lap Laser. Couldn't agree with you more there, Sam Scott. Let's see how the drivers will crack on for this race. What is going to be the drivers' thought process going through the start? What's the thought process as strategy, and what's the thought process going for overtakes? Oh my goodness me, the AI doing his thing there.
Well, it's going to be only 11 laps this race, I think, so
it's going to be much like a sprint race really, to be fair. So not a lot of laps here as the AI is still doing its thing. As the Ferrari keeps ramming up the Red Bull's backside for some reason. Now he goes through. That's it. Yeah, qualifying's done. Laser gets P1 ahead of Dantan in P2. Walker P3, Chain Game in P4. Jajoni Boom in P5. Shahogi Boom in P5, you want to say. P6 goes to Mike. P7, Irish New Potato. P8 is Lou Bailey. Xander P9. Senna P10. King David P11. P11 is Frog Lover. Shirai G is in P30. Luke W2K16 in P14. Shalanta will start at the back with his 5-place grid penalty. You Can Beat Me is also got time penalties as well, and Chris will be promoted due to the time penalty. So very interesting to see where those 3 drivers will end up at the bottom of the grid. So, shall we crack on?
It should be interesting to see where they happen, but let's have a look, see what the weather's going to be like then.
Please be rain, because I want some entertainment.
Let's have a look.
Oh, shame!
Very big shame there. It is indeed, but we will be probably seeing a pit stop, so well, I don't know when that will be, but yeah, only 11 laps I think this one is. So.
Only 11 laps, so it's going to be very interesting to see how the drivers will plan out this race.
It's going to go really quickly as well.
It's going to fly by.
It will. Trust. Here we go then. We've got.
Astonishing photo for Danton. I like that. So he's just about to get the drivers about to settle in, getting ready. And as you can see, Tom predicted pit stops. It's going to be 9. The stops will last for 7 laps. So good for the mediums. Around lap 12. And there'll be lap 12. Rest of 13 laps. So you're only 2 off there. Too fair.
13. Sorry.
No worries. It's all good. So let's see.
As you were saying, with pit stops, softs to mediums. Lap 7 to 12, and then
soft to hard will be 9 to 12.
Yeah.
So 2 ways you can go around with the soft tyres. See how we crack on here. So right now, Laser is leading us around through Silverstone, the legendary Silverstone circuit, the first circuit to ever host one of the races that was born for F1. We're on the place where F1 was born 70 years ago, and how much has F1 come a long way for 70 years as well. Frog Lover and Senna gets a lovely disqualification, so they will be returned back to their start.
Ooh.
You have to admit, Kawa, how much has Formula 1 changed over 70 years? It's been immense, isn't it, in terms of advanced technology and the evolved of the cars has been.
It has indeed. Like, to start with, it was just like a road car, pretty much, like racing, and then now it's like evolved to have all these technical parts for it, like DRS, ERS,
the hybrid systems, the halos.
Yeah,
you have to admit, except apart from more Formula E, this is the pinnacle of automobile motorsport at its finest.
It is indeed. And they were doing a thing a couple of months ago, I think it was when we had when the way F1 wasn't on, about a race. I think it was the race that Button won, Canada, in the rain, and it was like rainy conditions, and they said they really liked the 7 seconds of like juice they got in the car.
Oh, the curves, yeah.
And he was like, I don't know why in this like racing thing we needed DRS at the same time we had curves.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you see it from like the start where it was just you and the car with like your gears and you, and then now it's all curves and DRS and all that. So
here we go. Now we're about to line up for the start of the race. So all the drivers are about to line up now for the second part of pre-season testing. I'm going to try and do my best with the camera settings. Here we go. 3, 4, 5. And we're underway. Drive-through penalty for Tom for jumping the start. So well done, Tom. So here we go. Off we go. Dantan gets a very incredible start. There's your predicted pre-stop strategy. There you go on the screen. Powered by insights by AWS. So well done to them. So Dantan into the lead, very load of cars going outside through the first corner, and that's Shiraib G into the having a massive cover. Oh, and that is Chris and Luke into a very massive tangle. The Red Bull's not having a good day today, and Tom will have to take a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. So now here goes Laser in P3 trying to take on his teammate of Walker. So Walker now he's going to have a little bit of problems, or is Laser going to go past him? Laser all over the back of the other mistake of his teammates. Are those two cars communicating or not? Senna takes over Tom King David overtakes someone as well. So let's go back to Laser. Let's see how he cracks on. Right now, let's see what happens here. So Laser now into the hangar straight with the no overtake on no overtakes, no overtake buttons just yet. So all these cars are going to be filing through Stowe. As you can see, all side by side between Luke Bailey and and Frog Lover Mike R gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings, and that is and there goes Tom to take his drive-through penalty. 5-second penalty for Frog Lover speeding in the pit lane, and that's Joji Boom. What's happened to Laser? What's happened to Laser? Laser's in first place. Oh, the game's just having a bit of a glitch at the moment, so don't mind me. So right, so as you can see, Walker coasting in on downtown for first. On the outside is Laser. Look at that for a camera shot of Laser going around the outside of Walker. Great move from Laser. Beautifully worked from him, and he'll go into P3. Very well done from him. And that is Laser going to try and catch down Dantan. And you can see Chain Game as well pushing on to see if he can close down the Mercedes of Walker. Stripe G retired from the session, and he's out of the Grand Prix as well, and that's it, gone out of this race. And I think it's crashed down, I believe, as Chris gets past him as he goes onto the hard tyres.
Irish new potato right on the back of Mike here. Is he going to try and get past Mike here down the straight? Let's have a look. Here he goes.
Oh, side by side through Stowe. Oh, they touch. Oh, then that's New Potato into the barriers, and he's out. Oh, was that? Okay, so what we're going to call that then? Is that a racing incident?
Oh, wow. It's hard to say. I think he was going to go down for a move that wasn't there, and then he got clipped and crashed out, I think.
That happened.
Oh, it was into the grass goes.
Just communicating with online service again, unfortunately, guys. There you go. Back, and we're back underway. So, okay.
Jujuboo, whatever his name is now down to 10th. He's in the gravel.
There he is in the Alfa Romeo. Joji Boom is not having a good day since the Spanish race, so that's a bit of a shame. How much the things have changed. And Chris retires from the session. He's pulled over in the Red Bull. Is that enough?
But look at this, Laser 0.5 behind now. He was 2 seconds a second ago, and now he's 0.5 behind.
The Mercedes of Laser looking quick and looking fast through Mangas and Beckett's.
And if you didn't see on the side there when you went through Mangas and Beckett's, Chris halfway through Mangas and Beckett spun it and smacked it into the wall. So that's
wow, I did not even notice that as well. So. Bit of a shame there for Chris there, but it's unfortunate. But once it happens, it happens. I had plenty of those during F1 2020. Look at that Laser, fast as up again.
Oh, into the wall.
And Walker's out. He's had enough of it. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not a good day in the office for those people on this circuit. And Laser 2 tenths behind Dantan. Dantan's now looking in his mirror. He's looking left and right. Here comes Laser. Laser stays behind him. Tom gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and Walker has left the session.
The yellow flag sector 3. I'll have a look to who that is.
That is Walker probably pulling over.
Yeah. Probably still Walker, so we'll leave that.
Different lines there from the two cars. Let's go to Dantan's view. Look at that for a view. Laser Lord is all over him. 4 tenths of a second between the two cars. It's all to play for, all or nothing. Look how close Laser Lord is there. This is very intriguing. Very, very intriguing from the two cars. Do you think Laidlaw will get in this lag, James?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he's got the move really much will be sorted this time. And another battle which is happening is Mike and Chain Game as well for third and fourth. So that's developing as well. But here we go then. I think Laidlaw's down. Maybe not actually. Look, as you can see here, Dantan's actually got the big enough gap not down that straight.
Good drive from Dantan there to get down the main around the back straight there. It's a good drive from him going out to the corner. Let's go back on board with Dantan. Look at Laidlaw just looking all over the Williams, but still nothing at the moment. As we go through Magnus and Beckett's, can Laidlaw stay close to him? 0.2 of a second, 0.3 of a second. Now he's in striking distance. Can Laidlaw get past him? He's looking. There he is, round the outside, and through he goes. Laidlaw round the outside of Stowe. Lovely move. He's run on board with Dantan's front wing. Mike into the pits. Any other battles going on?
The only battle we have is Senna and you. Oh, Senna's just come into the pits and no battle, I don't think anymore.
I don't see anyone else going through except for Dantan trying to close back up to Laser.
As Luke speeds in the pit lane, gets a 5-second time penalty. Luke KW.
Luke W2K16.
Yep.
Quite hard one to pronounce that, but I have learnt it.
There we go. No, I'm just saying, yeah, Luke W2K16 there has done that. You do have two Lukes, I'm just gonna, if you know me, Luke W then again.
Luke W. Luke W.
Yeah, in the pits they come, and this lap is what the game thought medium should be. So this lap medium, I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. Yeah, if you look now, as Laser has got past, by the way, as he did get past, of course, at the last lap. But as you can see here, it's 1.1 seconds already. The gap. He's pulled a massive gap out already.
And it's Frog Lover down the inside of Shadow and flies through, but Tom is not going to have none of it. Switches back on the Racing Point drive, and Tom stays P8. Good work there from Tom there.
Yep, that is good indeed. Laser crosses the line.
Laser looks like he's trying to build a gap for the pit stops. He's going to go run for another run. King David goes up to P2. Telemartis gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So right now, Frog Lover is right all over that Williams of Shadow. And Shadow is in the dying clutches of Frog Lover. Frog Lover down to the outside of Shadow. Which one's going to get the brakes first? It's Frog Lover. Swoops around the outside and he goes into P8, and Shadow can do nothing about it. And he'll dive into the pits as well. So we've got Laser is coming through Cop's corner right now. Senna Martin's coming towards the back of Xander. Shahi Boom is retired from the session. He's retired in the pits, so well done to you, Shahi Boom. Is our GP4 reigning champion of Senna, all over the back of Xander's Red Bull. Here comes Senna, looking for Xander's Red Bull on the right. There he is, and then the back. Senna P9 is all it is. Very good overtaking from the drivers today. Very nice and clean. The Honky Boom said that he has the loading screen was the one to be deemed him, so that's been unfortunate, but these things happen. It's not our fault, it's the game. That's really unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate, to be fair. So Irish New Potato has left the session, so that's bad news for him. So we've got Not much going on. Just got drivers pitting in the moment. Dantan and Laser. Dantan has undercutted Laser in the stops. How on earth did that happen? That's beautiful work from Dantan. Keeping ahead of Laser in the pits. Was that the overcut then? Very good overcut work for Dantan. Beautifully done. Now what's Laserlaw going to think to himself? He's looking at the back of that Williams once again.
Yeah, maybe Laidlaw's thinking to himself that he should have come in at the same time as Dantan now. As Frog is just overtaking Can You Beat Me?
Well, can you beat me?
No. But here he goes though, Can You Beat Me? Look at this, he's got the great exit out the corner, puts his overtake on, and straight past Frog, look where he goes.
Let's go back to the leaders, and these two are fighting. Dantan and Laser side by side through Stowe, and then Dantan still holds on to the inside line. Laserlaw had to stay behind the Williams just for another lap, and these two are providing some great entertainment here in Silverstone. Dantan now through the main straight, and he goes. Laserlaw will try and have a little poking down the inside. Right, Lewis Hamilton's 44. Let's see how the 44 car will actually do. Laserlaw goes down to the inside. Can he have a little look? Oh, it almost took for touching, but still holding on. And Laserlaw switches back to the inside. Can he get past Dantan down the inside through the left-hander? Now he's got DRS and he's got the overtake. Job done for Laser. Good racing between the two cars.
Yeah, well done indeed. Laserlaw there knew what he got to do, switched back. Laser did and got back through, so very nice move indeed.
Let's go to Senna and Can You Beat Me? And Senna says yes, I can beat you, and goes right down to the inside before the corner was even there. Through Brooklands he goes, and off he goes into P7.
David now pitting, so this could be easy for David here, because David has a good gap here. Not a big enough gap to pit, of course, because the pit stop here is 24 seconds, so...
It's quite a slow pit lane, isn't it?
Yeah, very slow, but David, though, is in, so as Mike and Chain Game are side by side...
Oh!
And Chain Game makes it past.
Where's King David going to come out on all of this? It looks like it's going to be, for the looks of things, P6. It's a bit of a gap.
Could be, we'll have a look, as King David now... puts the throttle back on any second, so...
It's P5.
Will be indeed.
Yep. And the leaders starting to separate themselves now, but these two are not. Of Mike and Chain Game. Chain Game is still holding on, only just though from Mike. Mike in the racing point with the DRS and the overtake button. With the overtake button, not using it at the moment. As he's probably saving up for the next go. Oh, Chain Game goes very, very wide into Brooklands, as that means Mike will have a bit of a go on Chain Game. Sticks his nose in, but Mike shuts the door and then says, no, you're not coming through. Now they're coming towards Cops Corner. Mike now going through Cops Corner, flies through 8th gear, no problems. And so does Chain Game. Now into Brooklands. No, sorry, Magnus and Beck as they go. Fly through. Look at Mike's gripping the tyres there. He's got much more better speed than Chain Game. Flies down towards the hanger straight. DRS is enabled. Flies down. Can he get down the inside towards Stowe? No. Good racing between the two of them, but as you can see, and a bit of a lockup there from Chain Game. Mike gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Exceeding the track limits a bit too much.
It's of course a very big shame there, that is. You can see now in the background.
We've got on board with Chain Game's lap. On board with Chain Game. Flying down the back straight. Mike is closing. Mike is gaining. Mike is literally there, and still nothing to do. Goes wide as Chain Game once again. then there's the Racing Point and Mike just sticking his nose in once again, but it's still Chain Game says no, you're not coming through, and you can see Chain Game has got all to do here with the final 2 laps of this race to go. Mike still Mike's still sticking his nose this way, he doesn't not what needs to be, but he's still looking around to see what happens. Look at this is a great camera shot of Mike really chasing down Chain Game's car, and look at that, Chain Game's got a bit of a better exit than Mike does, so Mike has come to wait for him, and look at this, that's his overtake button, that's his overtake button going to effect, going down the inside he goes, round the outside, side by side, then to go. Can Mike get the move done? No, and that means Chain Game will stay ahead in P3, and that is very, very good racing from the 2 of them there. Oh, and Mike gets a very massive snap in the tail, and that is battle done. If you can try and close up to him for another 2 laps, he's still got another 2 laps actually, so you can still catch up to him, but that's a massive tail slapper there from Mike there. Must have gone to the power too early.
Just to say, Laser here is only, I would say, about 3 or 4 seconds behind Frog here, so he could lap him in this one. But
well,
yeah,
caused him a bit of bother.
Yeah, it was a very strange one there from Mike. He just came into last corner and slid a little bit and then lost the position. Well, didn't lose the position, but lost his position on the track for a second there, but he still catch up. You know, I think on the last lap he will do it.
Last lap for Mike to catch down to Chain Game podium. It could be a podium for Mike here. Can he looks in a very fast car, and he looks like the Mercedes B class is about to take over the McLaren, and it looks a lot more better than the previous lap. Now it goes down to the outside towards Stowe. Here comes Mike towards Stowe corner, and still Chain Game holds off from him. And Mike still sticks to the inside in this way. Will get the place done and dusted, and he does. But Chain Game still puts him off. Look at Chain Game sticking to him. Chain Game's put on a magnificent fight.
Yep, and they start their last lap now. So they've got literally one more circuit of this circuit to go.
One more circuit of this circuit. I love that. One more circuit of this circuit.
and I do think Mike will have him. Maybe down this straight here, because he put overtake on. Here we go.
He has put overtake on, and Chain Game knows that. And Chain Game still holds Mike off. This is a great fight between the 2 of them. It's been entertaining. It's been thrilling. We're going to have a look at Laser Lord very soon. But right now, Mike goes down the inside, and Chain Game still holds him off and sticks that Racing Point where he belongs in P4. Mike is getting super frustrated now. We'll go to Laser Lord any minute, but we've got to have a look at these 2 at the moment. Laser Lord goes down the back of the final straight. He goes. Here comes Mike now through the maggots corners. Can he get through Chain Game's car? Chain Game still swings left, right, and towards left again. Here comes Mike now towards the final back straight. Laser Lord's about to enter the final 3 corners, but here comes Mike now towards Stowe corner. Stowe corner's there. Can he get past Mike and the final part of the track? No, he cannot. Chain Game starts off. Laser Lord wins the Grand Prix. Dantown will come second, but here comes Mike going through the final few corners, and Chain Game still holds on, and that is Chain Game for 3rd place. What a fight between the 2 of them.
Yeah, indeed, what a fight, and well done to Chain Game for keeping the position there. As there it was, but then you can see that Luke on the last lap was really close to the back there of King David, but didn't manage to get through. But yeah, can't believe that Chain Game defended for about 4 laps there, or 3 to 4 laps there, to keep Mike behind. As we're waiting for 2 more cars to cross the line, just waiting now for Shadow to cross.
And Senna has finished his car on the finish straight with a broken wheel.
Yeah,
Nicely done, Senna.
He did finish the race off. He did finish the race off, but what a race that was. Amazing battle. If they don't give it to them, if the game doesn't give Driver Day to say Chain Game or something like that, then I'll be surprised.
If Tom smashes to the back of Senna.
Hey, who do we give then? Who's the game going to give Driver Day to?
Is You Could Beat Me. That's a surprise.
Wow, that's a very surprise. But there you go, that's test day 2 done.
You Could Beat Me says driver of the day. Yep, you're today's driver of the day in Silverstone. You Could Beat Me, so very well done. But our fight today would definitely go to Chain Gamer Mike. That was an amazing fight.
It was indeed.
Was that 3-4 laps? Unbelievable.
It was from lap 10. Yeah, 4 laps.
And Laser Lord sprays the sand champagne. So can I ask then, Cadwell, what do you think of pre-season testing day 2? Have you seen any signs?
Yeah, I've seen signs of people improving. Like as I say, in this race just gone, it was Mike and Chain Game who were the big improvers in this one. Senna improving in this one as well from a little bit of a mistake in Spain. He improved, but yeah, definitely improvements, and I definitely feel like Laser Lord, who won Danton second, I do believe them two are 2 drivers to beat this season if they do race in GP1, if they race in Division 1 this year.
So here we go, Laser Lord P1, Danton P2, Chain Game P3, Mike 4, King David, Luke Bailey, Beat Me, Senna, Xander, Luke, Shallow Lancer, Frog Lover, Jahogibom, he'll be back, Walker, Irish New Potato is DNF for Chris, and DNF Shirai B. I tell you what, Caldwell, we're looking forward to day 3 because I'll be in the car. Don't worry, you'll be seeing me in the car. Yeah. If someone spectates me, make sure you be seeing a lot of spinning. Make sure you put a song "Spin Me Right Round." That'll suit me.
And if there's nobody else who can commentate tomorrow, just to let the commentators know who probably are watching, I can do tomorrow if you want me to do tomorrow.
Nah, you just love me too much.
Probably. I shouldn't really say that, but probably the case in this game. I mean, I probably like you. I like how you race. There we go. Well, there we go.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, well, we'll leave it as there. So, well done to the drivers for doing day 2 of pre-season testing. All drivers are starting to leave now, and we'll be leaving as well. So, thank you for Cowell for joining us as well, for joining me today for testing. We'll be sure to be for day 3 for pre-season testing. As I'm your boy, it's from me, Cole Oliver, and me, Cadwell, signing up for Speed Force Racing day 2 of pre-season testing. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3. See you later.